Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Boxing or Boxing. Now, man, crazy news, man, crazy news. Now, I knew this is coming, man. Andy Ruiz, man, unified champion, WBA, WBO, IBF champion of the world, is set to rematch Anthony Joshua later this year, man. And that they say everything goes to plan, that there's some big time investors really wanting to have this fight in Mexico, man. They're willing to take this fight to Mexico. Now, it's crazy, man. Boxing Scene is reporting this, man. And it says, and I quote, a group of businessmen have shown interest in bringing an Andy Ruiz fight to Mexico, including, if conditioning permit, a rematch with Anthony Joshua by the end of 2019, according to what the National Commissioner Miguel Tarroco stated to ESPN Deportes. Right? Now, this is really crazy, man. It's crazy. They talk about how entrepreneurs who asked the National Boxing Commission for the collaboration for formal interest. So, I mean, they're trying to work with a commission. They're trying to work with sanctioning bodies to make this, to have other parties, third parties, basically like acting almost like a promoter to fund the event to have it in Mexico, because that in itself is historic, and to be part of it is historic itself. Much like the Thriller in Manila, that was a big deal because the first time it ever happened in that part of the world when Ali and George Foreman fought in that part of the world. Same thing with this. This is the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world, and them fighting in Mexico is definitely a big deal. Your name will always be attached to that. The people who put the event together are remembered, i.e. Bob Arum was remembered when he put the Thriller in Manila together, and the fighters themselves were remembered. So this is a historic thing, man. I really do want this fight to happen in Mexico. I'm a big fan of, foreign fights. Foreign to me because I'm in America. But, man, that would be a really good thing to see. And plus, it really would show it would show heart from Anthony Joshua if he can go take the rematch again in Mexico, Win, lose, or draw, I would respect Anthony Joshua forever if he goes and fights him in Mexico, because that's just something it's just something that's never been done before. You never had a heavyweight champion defend their title in their home country, at least a Mexican heavyweight champion. So I think that would be a really big deal, man. I would love to see that happen. It would be huge. Mexico versus Britain. A rivalry that isn't talked about much, It's really a big rivalry. Back to Morales versus Hasim Indam. Or Prince Hasim. God damn, I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. Prince Hasim, Ek Morales and Hasim, when they fought each other, it was a really big deal. And Morales took apart Hasim. Now, history is repeating itself. You got Andy Ruiz, who took away Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua's not going to retire. He's going to actually come back for round two. Something that people need to give Anthony Joshua credit for. He could have just said, hey, I made enough money, I'm done with boxing, could have rolled off into the sunset. But, he's not going to give up. He's not going to quit like Prince Hasim did, which, unfortunately for him, he was a great fighter. He just had a different kind of style that could have been utilized by a probably more advanced coach. I don't know who trained the guy, but I'm pretty sure there's other trainers at the time who could have really helped him with the style, his unorthodox style. But yeah, man, so I'll be really excited to see this fight happen, man. Like I said, it's Mexico versus Britain. This is a rivalry that needs to happen, or that has been happening for years, and it's just elevated to a whole nother level now with this mega fight coming along. These big time entrepreneurs who got deep pockets in Mexico want to really put this event together, and that's what I want too. I don't want any foreigners in throwing an event in Mexico. I want Mexicans throwing an event in Mexico because it's really going to give it the authentic feel. It's really going to be a spectacle to see. It's going to be it's just going to be an event. Now, I talked about this a while back, how like a couple of days ago, how it's easy to have these events subsidized by the government. The government could easily subsidize this and have Andy Ruiz played everywhere in TVs and everything. Why not? I mean, this guy can represent the country. He can be, if something wasn't a landmark before, now that Andy Ruiz fights there, it's definitely going to be a landmark then. That's a big deal. Everywhere Andy Ruiz goes, it can be considered a landmark if he does something historic there. So that being said, man, I really would like to see these big time investors, these Mexicans with these deep pockets, really put this event together and get with these sanctioning bodies and make something pop off, because that's what fans want to see. They want to see something different. They want to see some action. They want to see, they want to see history. They want to see upsets, and that's why boxing's so exciting. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks everyone's a bum until their fair fight gets stopped by him. And then all of a sudden, this guy's always been great. You know what I mean? Come on. The usual. But let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Do you guys want this fight in Mexico? Or do you guys want to fight in America, back in Madison Square Garden? Or do you guys want it in Britain? Me, personally, I would love it in Mexico, in the Azteca Arena, the same place that Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. fought. I would love to see it there, because he broke a record, actually. It was crazy. I looked up the max in the arena, and it said 100,000 people can fit in the arena. But when Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. fought there, somehow 134,000 people fit in the arena. I don't know how it happened, but they made it happen. So, maybe there's some special way to expand the arena. Maybe the ring was small and they let people get closer than usual. I don't know. But, maybe it was toe-to-toe. Usually when you have, the Mexicans, they have really small rings because they just stand and fight. Maybe the arena was smaller than usual and they let them get closer than they were supposed to get. I don't know. But it happened. So let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. I really would like to see it in Mexico. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.